Welcome to Learning Excel with Sankana Africa. In this lesson today, we are going to be learning the Excel environment. What's what, where to find it, and what does it do, so that we can start learning our Excel. So we can start with the top part of Excel, where everything else we use in Excel is found. It's called an Excel ribbon, where these tabs are seated: the Home tab, Insert tab, Data tab, and so forth. And under the tab, you can see these groups: the clipboard group, font group, alignment group. These Excel commands, which have been grouped using a criteria of how they work, and they've been grouped with the Excel commands which they work closely with. And as you can see, these groups can't fit all on the space provided, like the font group here, which starts from here up to there. And on this space, the commands which are to do with the font group can fit. And you can access more Excel commands to do with the font group on this arrow pointing down the dialog box launcher. When you click that, you tend to get this dialog box, and you can see more commands to do with the font are found here. Apart from the group, you can see that there is what we call a quick access toolbar, where you find Excel commands which you use regularly and you would want to access them regardless of the tab you are at. And by default, you can find the undo, redo, and the copy, and you can see I've added more to add some Excel commands which you would want to access or which you use more regularly. You go on this arrow pointing down on the drop down, and you can just choose what you want to be added there. I can choose an email, then you can see it has been added. And you can customize this particular environment, which is to do that, you can go under the File tab, and you can access the Excel background. Let's say the first customization I would want to do, those who have worked with VBA can testify. It's easier to work with your column headers, which are in letters in this case, to work with them in numbers, because VBA tends to understand more of numbers. And to change them from letters to numbers, simply go on your File tab, and you go under the options so that you can access the Excel background. And you go under the option formulas, and you go under the header working with formulas, and you can see the first option which says R1C1 reference style, and it's unchecked by default. And if you check it, it means I'm converting my column headers from letters to numbers. As you can see here, they have now been converted into numbers. And just to finish off, you can also use this small box found here called the name box, which you can apply when you're working with massive data set. And on the right, this long bar is the formula bar, where you can see or edit your formula. And also, just note, there is a special type of tab which doesn't exist or doesn't appear here by default. It only appears when there are objects you put in Excel, like a picture, a shape, or even a table. Like this shape, if I click, you can see there is what we call a contextual tab, the format tab here. It only appears when the shape is active. If I click away, it tends to disappear. Now that you have learned the Excel environment, you are ready to start learning Excel. Thanks for watching.